Back in 1984, our governor, Terry Branstad, said, you know what, I want all the schools and colleges to be able to talk to each other through the video. So we wired our state 2 decades ago. If we can upgrade this wireless situation and make it wireless, and we would be the first state in the world that the whole state would be wireless. The potential for Iowa is great. You might hear about Iowa as the ethanol capital because we got more corn than anyone in the world now. So ethanol is a big thing in Iowa. But ethanol cannot happen in Iowa if the rural and urban community do not become wireless. Because in the urban community, we have a lot of situations there, but in rural Iowa, if you're gonna put a big plant there, and there's no way if your only way to connect to the internet is to dial up, no multi-million-dollar companies come into Iowa. So we're excited now because we're going to show the world that we're going to be the new Silicon Valley of this wireless concept. And I'm very excited about this. That's why I came to this workshop. The telecommunication community, once they're aware of what I'm trying to do as a legislator, I'm pretty sure they're going to send everybody out to say, wait, we can't do this. Ordinance, federal government, please slow down Iowa. Because if Iowa does it, then someone else is going to do it next door, and someone else is going to do it. So I think my major situation is the telephone companies. Well, as you know right now, most of the job opportunities in your generation and for your children, it won't be in the paper anymore. It's going to be on the internet. Most of the communications from here to Mars to Jupiter to Pluto will be on a wireless situation. If it's going to be fair to everyone, it needs to be open to everyone. I know people right now in my nonprofit Urban Dreams are 21 years old. I have 1,000 people per month who come through my free telephone. I have a free telephone because, again, I'm from the inner city of Washington, D.C., so I know what little things are. And although that's many, many years ago, my mentality is always helping those people. Every month, 1,000 people come in just to use a telephone that I have free. These people don't have 30 or 50 cents to make one telephone call to their mother, to their uncle. It's free. I've been doing it for years. If they cannot afford one telephone call, how can they afford $20, $30, $50, $60 worth of money they have to pay every month for some things that some people consider should be a part of all of us? So my question is regarding the poor person. You know, I'm into a situation is I came from this, I'm college educated, God's been good to me. But for me to forget about those who don't have, that's the whole essence of this country. So I think we have to watch this. These same poor people that me and you talking about right now are risking their lives, men and females right now fighting in a world in which they don't know too much about. Right now, just recently, there's a situation in Congress and Bush and the government to send more people over there because the president has the right to send people over there, and Congress cannot intervene with that. If the president has a right to tell your son or your grandson, you have a right to go over there and defend this country, you can't tell me that that same person's family does not have a right to have wireless internet so they can talk to their kids before they die. We have inner cities where you can't walk the street. We have the 9th Ward down there in Louisiana. Let me give you a good vision about the 9th Ward. If the 9th Ward had Wi-Fi, let's go back and let's be blunt. If the 9th Ward had Wi-Fi, when they were scared of saying, well, the white people are coming to kill me, so me as a black guy living in the ghetto of the inner city, I can see why many black people say I would prefer to stay here before I go out there because the whites must be trying to kill me. I got friends who said, forward, this might sound bizarre, but we heard all this, we thought people was trying to get us killed. Let's say we had the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is on. You heard Representative Ford, you heard Jesse Jackson, you had Al Sharpton saying, will you please leave right now? Look at all the lives we could have saved in this one community. I have talked to the governor, Thomas Vilsack. Thomas Vilsack is an individual who wants to be president of the United States. He's very supportive of this, making this state wireless because his legacy, he's the Iowa governor, he wants to be president, put 2 and 2 together. I've talked to the new governor, Chet Culver. We just elected him. In Iowa, we have, for the first time in 40-some years, we have a Democratic governor, a Democratic House, you got it, a Democratic Senate, a triactor. We haven't had that in 42 years. I was a young, skinny man 42 years ago. But the bottom line is this, we have it. There's people on both sides of the aisle and Ford, we like what you're doing, but the telecommunication industry might send out all this army to slow you down. Let the battle for Wi-Fi in America and the world start in Iowa. Let it start there, and we will fight so bloody and so strong that others will say, well, I'm in Maine, but the battle's in Iowa. I'm in Idaho, but the battle's in Iowa. Let's send the message now and put a stake here that Wi-Fi will start here. All my people have a right to be free, and we will work together. And whoever wants to become president, if they do not mention in a debate how important it is that all people in America should have accessibility to something that Japan is giving away now very cheap, then the world will come to us, and we will let the people know that you will not become president of this country if you don't let all people understand the importance of how this internet system is fair to everybody. It should be open to everybody, and that's the American way.